Okay, question 108. Which one of the following statements regarding lateral earth pressures is correct? Let me first by saying this. Most of the theory or theoretical questions, I would say just always try to skip them because they are very tricky. Most people always get the theory questions wrong compared to the computation analysis where you have to do all the math and stuff. Most people always get the math part right compared to the theory. So let's look at this question. Option A, the lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil passive pressure is considerably smaller than the lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil active pressure. The first thing that comes into my mind, oh, that sounds right. That sounds right. Let's look at the next one. The lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil pressure passive pressure is slightly smaller than the lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil active pressure. Oh wait, that also sounds right. Wait, what is going on? There can't be two answers. Let me look at it back again. Oh, this one says slightly. That's different. And this one says considerably. Oh, that means considerably in my mind means like approximation, like oh roughly. Slightly is like oh it's just only a little bit. Like little like 0.2 or point something. That's not the case. We know that soil passive pressure has to be really lower, like considerably smaller. We know that for sure. So that means that B is out of the loop. It's wrong. So now let's get back to the question again. Let me read option A back again. The lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil passive pressure is considerably smaller than the lateral strain. Oh, wait a minute, they're talking about strain, not the stress. Oh, whoa, this is a little bit confusing. What happened? Oh, what should I do? Okay, let me take a stress strain relationship. Sigma equals to E, that's, I believe this is Hooke's law. It's called Hooke's law. Times epsilon. So now I'm looking at the strain. We know the stress should be greater. The stress for the active should be greater than the passive. So not the strain. The strain should be is the opposite. So that means that something is wrong. So let's move on to the next one. The lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil pressure, passive pressure, is slightly. We know that slightly is not the word that we're looking for. So we know that that one too is wrong. So let's look at option D. The lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil passive pressure is considerably greater than the lateral strain required to fully mobilize the soil active pressure. Oh, wait a minute. Now they say considerably greater. So, and we already know from the beginning, we said it has to be the opposite because let's say the option A was say stress. Option A would have been right. So now they say strain. That means that the strain is the opposite of the stress. So basically, A, option D seems to be right. So let me draw let's take a look at like a wall, like a rectangular wall. Let's say this is your KA and this is your KP. KP. Normally most questions, they don't ask you to find KP because the foundation or the footing at the bottom of your wall or anything or foundation is already strong. The durability, that means the strain is already stronger. That's why they always try to tell you to ignore it. So that means that the strain at the bottom of your foundation has to be stronger than the top of your wall. So basically in this case, The strain has to be greater, not smaller. It has to be greater than the lateral strain. So option D will be your answer. All right, I'll see you guys in the next question.